Hey guys, welcome back to Life with Zara. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, please subscribe and join my YouTube family. If you've been here since day one, I love you and I adore you and I appreciate you. Thank you. So today's video is about basically a life update. This will be my first life update and my last life update. I just feel like I need to get some things off on my chest. I just feel like I need to be relatable with some people, because today in the life of social media we always see this lifestyle that's being sold to us, like this is how life should be, like this is how you should be doing things. It's basically us being raised and guided by social media, and I just want to be here today and tell you about myself and just let you know that it's okay to have down days or to feel under the weather now and then, because we all do. We just don't show it, okay? So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let's get straight into this video. You guys, how dare I forget to tell you guys that while I do this, I'm going to be doing my makeup. So I just started off with my setting spray. That's what I do before my makeup. Okay guys, so my YouTube goal for uploading would be like 3 times a week. The main goal is 2 times a week, but I want to like over deliver, you know. So I said that I'll be posting like Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays on my Instagram, which I never learned like not to put stuff out there, but I'm currently learning, because it's always when I say things and I put it out there, something always goes wrong. So just letting you know, I know my makeup is, my foundation will be a bit lighter, but I'm going to make it dark because I have a tan from this whole December, Jan and Feb. Okay guys, so let me get there. So I didn't actually, I failed like within the first month of my schedule updating. So I'm so sorry to everybody that like maybe looked out to a video and saw that there was no video. I'm so sorry about that. It's just that life has been getting really busy lately. So let me jump straight into it, guys. I'm the type of person that like to push things under the rug and not deal with it, especially for my kids' sake. Like, I don't want them to think like, I don't know, I just don't want them to see me when I'm down or I'm weak or I'm going through something or something's bothering me and it's like on my mind the whole time. So I always push things aside. And last year, I'm just jumping straight into it. Last year was quite a hectic year. There was a lot of things behind the scene that I didn't vlog about, talk about on any of my social medias that happened. I literally just swept all that shit under the rug and went on like it never happened. But unfortunately, it caught up with me. So last year, let me talk about 1 or 2 things that happened last year. Yeah, last year, I wanted to jump into one story and then I realized that I can't actually talk about that. So I'll talk about last year when someone like kind of broke into my home. They didn't break in, but they were being chased by someone and they jumped into our front yard, and we have a security light that goes on and off. So the guy that was chasing him was like knowing where he is. At the time we did not know who this guy is, and he was running for his life and he ran through our house, and I was like working at 1 PM and I knew somebody kicked our door off literally at that time, but my husband was busy falling asleep. Our front light was off, and then he went to go check and he didn't know that there's a guy in our dining room, and then he saw afterwards. And it was like insane, because the first thing that came to my mind is that somebody's breaking in. And all the stories that I've ever heard in my life, you are never ready. You are always like you know how people say they will do this and do that, it will never happen. That's what people always say, but I'm too paranoid for that to happen to me. So immediately we started looking for things and whatever we had to protect us, and the guy ran through the back door and he was gone. Anyway, that was, maybe it doesn't sound like a lot to some people, that was so traumatizing. Like, I'm not even telling the whole full story of how it happened, because I just want to get off of this, because this is just one example of last year shit that I went through that left me fucking traumatized. Sorry for my language. And then he ran away, and at the time, because we don't raise our dog to be wild, our dog didn't run after the guy. Well, that changed, because now I did certain things, trained him to be a certain way, and it's not really nice, because when we get visitors I have to like always be there or tie the dog, but it's for our own safety. So I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't believe that somebody tracked down our effing front door, thought nothing about it, and just ran through our house. Wow. How the fuck? Oh, all the things that was going through my head, because I stay in South Africa, for those that don't know, and I was worried about my kids because they were sleeping in their own room, and I was screaming. There was just a different, you know, the root of it all, the coloredness in me just came out. My husband was so shook, because I was just like, my kids, and I was just screaming, and all the most awful stuff, because I didn't know who was in our house, and we didn't also bother to tell anybody, because nowadays, I'm just going to be honest, if you don't have people like this in your life, you are so blessed. Nowadays, people can't hide on their faces when they hear bad news that happened to you. Some people that pretend to be your friends, and I don't know what the fuck is going in their mind, because everybody's so effed up nowadays. Everybody needs flipping therapy. But some people just like, point of the matter, some people are just like happy when shit like that happens. When you tell someone a story, sometimes people will say, they also might give you advice of what you should have done in order for that not to happen, instead of sympathize with you. So I was just like, my husband can't keep his mouth, but I made him, and my mom, and we didn't tell anybody. But the people know people, and that's how certain other people found out. So I acted so normal. I think it was within a month, and I told my friends, because I needed to speak to someone. Friends, yeah. And it was still like bothering me, it was still scarring me. My kids were sleeping, they never knew what went on, and we never spoke in front of them. So they still don't know that that even happened, thank God. But, sorry guys, my eyebrows look like shit. I don't know what I'm doing, but this is a trend, so yeah. So, there was times when I couldn't sleep, and every time when it's like nights, that time, then I would like look to see if anybody's coming. I can't sleep, like whole night I couldn't sleep. I was sick to my stomach. Days after that, I wasn't the same. I would just want to go away to sleep at someone else's house, just to get some rest in. But small world when you're the guy that did that, and spoke everything out and moved on. But that was a lot for me. I don't know if therapy actually helped, because I talk about everything in therapy. And after speaking about that in my therapy session, I was great. This life update and doing my makeup at the same time is just not working for me. Anyway, I'll push through. So yeah, after therapy I was okay, but guys, I was so fucking scared and sick to my stomach, because I was like, how does this happen to me? And like, you know, like a victim, this and that. But I'm just glad that I was so ready. I didn't know what I was up against, but I was so ready. And the next thing that happened, I pushed that aside before I went to therapy, and I didn't deal with that. I pushed it aside, never talked about it, went on with life. Go to my friend like I go to her every weekend, my bestie Faiza. And then my husband got fetch me off to work, and won't somebody be chasing him down? So it's either they wanted to get the car, or they wanted to get him, or both. So my husband's phoning me, I'm by my friend having the time of my life kinda, and he's like, somebody's trying to hijack me. They're trying to bump. So he thought it was hijacking him because they were trying to get close enough to make the car flip, because they were both driving at a fast speed, you guys. Yes, this is the shit that I go through while posting on social media. So my nose is in a shop, so I'm like, Faisal, just stay on the phone with me so I know exactly, not that I can even do anything, but so that I can just hear and everything. He kept me on for a while, then the phone went off. So that was also another experience, and I just acted normal. But these two experiences that I'm telling you guys about is like nothing compared to the other shit. The other shit involves other people, so that's why I cannot talk about it. So the other shit also requires being a victim in fraud. Talk about the other shit, I really can't. But it was some crazy ass shit, some movie shit. And the stress became so much, you guys. I never knew I had anxiety. The fact that I sometimes feel that I can't breathe, I never knew there was anxiety. I thought something's wrong. I went to the doc. He tells me it's anxiety. He subscribes to something. He says there's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, I need to be fully examined. Nothing's wrong with you. It's anxiety. And he asked me everything that I'm doing, and yes, you may. Close the door. Love you. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with anxiety. I'm like, I don't know that's anxiety. I didn't know you get different forms of anxiety. Like sometimes it feels like this is my air pipes or and my tonsils. Everything is just like closing. Like when we're driving, or when I'm in another province. It happened for the first time, and I was just like taking calm-pulls in order to see. More shit happened last year, and the reason why it got to me like this is because I never sat and allowed myself to fail and work through it and then move on. So this is also the part of how bad shit happens, how you have bad times, how you feel under the weather, and how important it is to allow yourself to be and not just sweep things away because it can mentally come for you. Oh my gosh. So that's the next story. 3 months later, go back to the doc because my hands was twitching and my toes was twitching on its own way. It's just doing that. I am scared AF. I'm like, what the heck, what's going on here? Go to the doc. Doc takes out all my docs of all the time I've been there. He said, this feeling, sorry guys, oh my gosh, I cannot lose that thing. Oh my, yeah, can just not. This is in Avon. Doc says you've been here for this, for all of this. He takes out my history. It's just like, you need to start looking after yourself. Your anxiety is getting worse. What's wrong? Oh my gosh. The man's like, what's wrong? I start bursting out of tears. Like, yeah, I just like needed a male figure to just ask me what's wrong. I just needed some love at that point. Like, I was asking the doctor for a hug. Oh my gosh, I was so, I missed my dad. Even though I wasn't raised with my dad, we still have a very good relationship. So like when I do feel like that, I do miss my dad. Like I don't tell him everything, but just that hug from a man that like, yeah, let me not go into that. So doc asks me what's wrong. I'm crying and I'm like, can you just hug me? And he hugs me and he's like, but you're doing so great. What about the lashes and your YouTube and your job and everything? And I'm like, I go into detail about what I hate, what's bothering me, and I'm like, now what's gonna happen? He says, if you don't take control, you can go into depression. And I'm like, oh my god, I stopped laughing. What medication can you give me? I'm sorry for laughing, guys. If you don't laugh at your own jokes, then your life is really boring, or your personality is really boring. But it's like, there is nothing I can give you. You don't have depression. This is just like the steps they can go into it. He's like, what makes you happy and all that stuff. And I tell him like, I love working out, but I couldn't work out for the past few weeks. Sorry guys. Oh my gosh, the most important stuff is not here, and that's my lashes. Now I need a scissor. So I tell him all the things that makes me happy, and he's like, you need to do more of that. And I'm like, I don't have time because I work shitty shifts. And I said, I can't, I'm always sleeping. And if I don't work, I get tired of not working, so not working is not an option. Sorry guys, I'm just having a lash break. Just putting on the lashes. Guys, sorry about the noise in the background. It's my fan. I just need to make this a bit out. So I'm going for like a whole cat eye look. So Doc said, like I was saying, that there's actually nothing that they can give me, that he can give me, because only you can help yourself, because it's more about your emotions. So you need to talk to someone and you need to do things that makes you happy. So when I left here, I said, okay, cool, sure. After that I was okay, that was just what I needed, guys. And then I just decided to just drop all grudges, like whoever did me wrong, it's fine, I don't care, because like all these things can really harm you, and just like to live life to the fullest and to fall in love with life again and to do what makes me happy, which is charity. I might not post that type of stuff, but it really makes me happy, which is spending time with my friends and swimming. I swam so much. Finally found out my beach, which is Strand and Gordons Bay. That is my beach. And spending a lot of time with my kids and just teaching them good things and just being present as a mother to the core. Yeah, and life's not perfect. There's still other things that a person faces, but when you have a mindset of wanting to be better, working towards being better, and having a purpose and focusing on your purpose and everything that like you love, it just makes life so much worth loving. It just makes life so much better. I feel like putting on this, you guys. And I just fell in love with life again, doing things that I love, that sets my soul on fire. Oh my gosh, I haven't felt like that. I haven't felt like that in such a long time. Just doing whatever makes me happy, like putting me first. I did overdo it a bit with the gym and my body crashed. I was working out 5 times a week, sometimes 6 times a week. I was just like showing up for myself, making up to myself, everything. And it was beautiful, and it's still not easy. There's still certain things that I need to work on, but that's like now I find exciting, like a new challenge, a new thing to work through, getting to know myself better and everything. So I hope you guys can relate to this. Sorry it was all over the place, but we need to start normalizing having bad days, and that it is simply okay. It's really okay. Everybody goes through ups and downs, and they don't show it, they don't post it. Why would they? Why would anybody want to post it? But I'm just here because I want to be realistic with you, and I want to relate with you, because some people can't handle the down times, and it leads to other things mentally. So if you are struggling with any mental issues, any mental health, if you need to speak to anybody, DM me on Instagram. As soon as I'm free, I will give you the time of the day, and I just want to help wherever I can in this world. Nobody is alone. We should be more kind to each other, even though it's so hard sometimes, because we're humans and we have expectations, we have values and everything. And some people just don't meet that, and that's okay. But yeah guys, that was today's video, and I really hope you enjoyed it, having this heart to heart. Please, whoa, let me just wait for this to dry. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and don't ever forget that I really appreciate you guys and I really love you guys. Bye.